Hi guys, today I will be sharing my way of making a copycat version of Goldilocks Chocolate Cake. This is the best recipe that resembles that cake. We need half a cup of brown sugar. I use dark. This is 3/4 cup of cocoa powder. I use Dutch process. 1 teaspoon of instant coffee. 2 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 eggs, 1.5 cups of white granulated sugar, 2 cups of plain flour or all-purpose flour. I'm using store-bought buttermilk, but if you can find buttermilk, all you need to do is to have 1 cup of fresh milk plus 1 tablespoon of vinegar. We also need half a cup of vegetable oil. The process is really easy. You must have seen this recipe everywhere. This recipe is everywhere. So the first thing we need to do is to combine the dry ingredients. So I'm adding the plain flour, the salt, the baking soda, and the baking powder. We're also going to add the Dutch processed cocoa powder. Give it a mix. And then we're going to sift this. We're also going to add the brown sugar and the white sugar. Give this a good mix. And then before we move on, I'll just kind of show you my baking pan. So I lined it with parchment paper at the bottom, and on the side I'm using cooking spray, or you can use butter so the cake will not stick. By the way, your oven should be preheated at 180 degrees Celsius. So let's move on. So I'm measuring 1 cup of buttermilk. Again, if you can't find this in the store, you can make your own by using 1 cup of fresh milk plus 1 tablespoon of vinegar. So now we're ready to add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. So combine the buttermilk, the vanilla, and the instant coffee. Give it a mix. Set aside for a second. Now into our dry ingredients, we're going to add the eggs, the buttermilk mixture, and the oil. And we're just going to mix this until it is well combined. The texture of this batter at this point, it's like a brownie batter. So at this point, we're ready to add the 1 cup of hot water. So we're just gonna mix this until it is well combined. Just like so. And we're going to divide this into the prepared 8x3 round cake pan. Now we're going to bake this in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 30 to 35 minutes, or until when you insert a skewer in the middle and the skewer comes out clean. And this is what it looks like after baking. Let it cool down completely before taking it out of the pan. I'm gonna be making 4 layers of cake, but you can do 3, just 1, it's up to you. So at the moment, I'm just cutting the dome of the cake, and then I will divide the cake into 2. This cake is really moist, and tastes so rich. If you want to know exactly where you cut the cake so it's equal, use a toothpick as a guide. For the filling, I'm using dulce de leche, but you can use the icing that we're gonna make later. This is optional. To make dulce de leche, all you need to do is to boil condensed milk for 3 hours, or you can use store-bought ones. The icing that we're gonna make later will be enough to fill and ice the cake, so you don't need to make an extra effort in making dulce de leche. I just want this for contrast when we slice the cake. So we're going to set this aside while we move on to the icing. For the icing, we're going to need 2 tablespoons of butter, 395 grams of condensed milk or 1 can, 100 grams of Dutch processed cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 350 ml of cream, whipped cream or thickened cream. So the process is really easy. We're going to combine all the ingredients. So that's the whipping cream, one teaspoon of vanilla, cocoa powder, and the condensed milk. We're going to mix this first before putting this to the stove. This color will change as it cooks. It will become darker. So now we're gonna cook this into a stove with the heat setting medium to low heat. And we're gonna cook this until the icing starts coating the bottom of the pan. By the way, while this is cooking, you have to keep on stirring. The process may take about 10 to 15 minutes. So this is now getting ready. So it starts coating the bottom of the pan, so I take it out of the heat. Now I'm gonna let this rest for about 5 to 10 minutes. I don't want this to thicken completely because I'm gonna pour this on top of the cake. So I place a cake on top of a wire rack, and underneath it is a cookie tray so it can catch the drippings. So just pour the icing on top of the cake and let the excess fall off onto the side. You have to help the icing go down a little bit because it's quite thick. So if you miss some spot, just use the icing to fill up the gaps. Let the excess icing drip off. Now, using 2 spatulas, we're going to move this cake into the platter. So I use the same icing to pipe borders on the cake. You have to wait for the icing to thicken up before you can use it for piping. And this is the finished product. I hope you can give this a try. The cake is really easy to make, and the icing as well. I can guarantee that this tastes like Goldilocks cake. So I hope you can enjoy this cake as well. And just to show you what it looks like inside when you cut the cake. This is so good. I can guarantee that you're gonna love this. The cake recipe is not something new. Like, I've seen this cake recipe recipe long time ago, but with the addition of the icing, it tastes like the Filipino cake that we grew up with. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye!